Hey, what's up guys, it's No Player Guy, and hey, today's video will be based around this particular LR Piccolo. Now, he's been out before in the previous World Tournament with his EZA, but we've just had another tournament with a whole bunch of EZAs, so now is a pretty good time to do this. So, with his particular stats in mind, we're going to go into the Red Ribbon RV / Androids Red Zone, and we're going to be taking him into Stealth Stage, to the Stage 6 against Cell Max, not the Cell Max. Specifically, we're going to try and do the missions for Battle of Wits. So this is the team that we're rocking. So we're just going to jump straight into it, so that's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'll be able to tell you a little bit about what this guy does. So he's an all-types lead of 150% HP, but otherwise 90% to stats. Now he has 3 key 200% defense, and he has attack by 200%, but that depends on how much HP you have. The more HP you have, the greater the start of turn attack. Now he gives all allies 1 key 20% defense. They gain an additional 2 key 20% defense when there is a Kick Gohan on the team. Now he will guard all attacks as the first attacker, but also just to help out in slot 1, he does get an additional 100% defense if said Gohan is in the same turn. So that's perfect. So he is going to be on the next rotation, so yes. His best linking partners are actually no one really on this team, despite we have Piccolo. His best linking partner is actually the free-to-play AGL Piccolo, and it's also the recent EZA Dokkenfest physical Piccolo, right? They're one of the best ones you can have. Nonetheless, this is a pretty dangerous team, so you kind of have to do this. So yeah, we're rocking him on a 200% team. That being it is Orange Piccolo, Power Awakened Piccolo's team, which is 170% to Battle of Wits and Superheroes, so he's on Battle of Wits, with the additional 30% belonging to Bond of Master and Disciple. So he is legitimately getting 200%. Now, with his particular caliber, because he can guard, although we don't have that particular feature, so we're missing out on additional defense, he still has, at Rainbow, and it's easy enough to get him at Rainbow these days, 18,100 defense with 15,000 attack and 19,300 HP. It's pretty ridiculous. Now, his super attacks, as I say, it greatly lowers attack on his 12 key, and we have a super attack for all allied. All allies' attack is raised by 30% for 1 turn. So he has nothing as special on this, on his super attack effect, which could be a bit of a shame. That being said, I do think they have done this guy justice, being a free-to-play LR and the first World Tournament LR. So they have done him justice. So that's pretty great. As you can see here, this particular team is pretty spicy. Now, this not being Cell Max is actually quite potent. It's somewhere in between the second stage and the final stage of the Cell Max. He can super attack multiple times and often will per rotation, and every rotation he's a different typing. Perfect, we have type advantage. So entering the game with what? Legendary power or shocking speed? Okay, so we'll go with legendary power, so he loses a little bit of stats. But we have 343,000. What does he gain with him? Still 343,000. Fine. Okay, so we have 343,000. We have full 12 key, by the way, because he is getting 3 key to himself. Now, the 343,000, well, this particular guy is giving him 66% defense as well as 3 key. So that really, really helps. In particular, let's do this so everyone gets a little bit of boost to the attack. We'll give this guy a really spicy attack, and here we go. So I expect this rotation, even if it's supers, to have absolutely no effect. Yeah, double digits on type advantage. So coming in at 3 million. Okay, so 3 million is nothing to shout home about. But again, this guy, he's not really offensively viable. He's defensive, especially because he can guard. And do you know what? For 343,000 with type advantage, still taking 143,000, that's actually pretty hurtful. That would mean on like type neutral, he would take like 400k, 450k. That's actually pretty dangerous. That just goes to show this Cell Max, even though he's not the Cell Max, this can hurt, and he can double super in this particular phase, which is really, really painful. And he doesn't build up in any way. He is still fantastically strong, coming in with, say, that 18,100 defense. You can get the rainbow copies from him now just by doing the missions from this tournament and the last tournament. Oh, this could be game ending for us, because we did take a huge chunk of damage We did. That's laughable. Right, okay, well, this isn't a video, I'm able to cut back in then. Okay, so I'm going to cut back in with the same team and see how we fare. Told you, this is no joke, but let's have a look when we try again. And of course, we are going to reattempt with the same team this particular mission. So, yes, this can be particularly dangerous still. That being said, I still think he's still capable of rocking in this. Yes, a Kid Gohan would make this a little better, so that would be something perfect. We'll be able to build up a little bit with stats with these guys, and yeah, so he is in the next slot, and he has pretty much the same sort of people helping him out. So yes, this is, otherwise this would be a pretty powerful team otherwise, but yes, let's see, actually, LR Piccolo, man, he really takes nothing. God can count for so much these days. It is ridiculous. Now, of course, maybe we attempt this with a Gohan Kid on the team, right? Especially attacking in the same turn, because he gets that ridiculous amount of defense, and of course he would be he'd be getting that guard as well. Now, next rotation might be a little bit lower because he's not getting MVP 17's 66% defense and 3 key. So that should be pretty good. Let's see how this Piccolo fares, right? This Piccolo, again, so that's pretty great. So this is type disadvantage for this guy, and he has guard. Whereas that Piccolo, he had like 3 times the defense, and he had type advantage and took a lot. Right, okay, so we are taking a tremendous chunk of damage here. So we'll get this particular animation over with. So this Piccolo, so he's good on like Saiyan Saga, Namekians, Planetary Destruction, Worthy Rivals, Battle of the Wits, Gifted Warriors, Earthbred Fighters, and Bond of Master and Disciple. So there's a lot of good teams there that he could be useful on. Namekians and Saiyan Saga in particular, Gifted Warriors, Earthbred Fighters as a floater. And of course, he's a pretty much easy free-to-play to get. Okay, this will be perfect. So there's no particular restriction in terms of like HP or anything like that. Only he would lose attack because his attack is based on his health. So we have a pretty respectable 289,000. Call it 290,000. Now, he should be able to heal up a little bit. We're not able to get an 18 key. So we are not able to get everyone's attack increased by 30%. That being said, this would be a particularly good idea to see how he handles himself. Double digits from normals. So only 1 million. Again, 1 million's nothing to shout home about, but again, he's not designed for this. He's designed for defensive viability. Okay, so if we get taken out here, it just means then that he truly does need... Okay, so 153 is actually decent, because with support he's taken at the same amount, 143. So again, that's strictly not so bad. We should survive for the rest of this rotation, so that's fine. I will pop an item to try and heal. I know it's going to be an Android 8, but at the same time, we kind of need to speed through this. So yeah, as I say, the most difficult thing about this is the fact that he changes typing. It's pretty gnarly, right? And you definitely need a very meta team going into this. And again, unlike Cell Max, there's no particular buffs for particular categories entering into this. Now I have a pretty spicy team coming in with 633,000 and I'm still getting battered. Could be interesting. It's a good job we're actually going to pop this item here because we have some type disadvantage entering into this. That being said, the Piccolo in the middle should help quite a lot. Wow, dude. Yeah, okay. So the friend coming in with that pretty disgusting 1.4 million is going to be pretty interesting. And you probably won't even be fully built up, which would be hilarious. That being said, these guys are able to guard, so this rotation is pretty solid. So the Namekians at least are looking pretty great. So yeah, so how else could you use him? Well, again, yeah, so he's on like Saiyan Saga, so he could be a good floater. Battle of Wits, sure. Saiyan Saga, you could use the Kid Gohan, you could use that LR Prime Battle, right? It would allow you to guard. With Namekians, no. With Earthbred Fighters, absolutely. With Gifted Warriors, probably. With Planetary Destruction, I think there is that AGL Kid Gohan. Yeah, so Bond of Master and Disciple, also yes. In terms of like Namekians and Battle of Wits, probably not, no. Maybe. It depends. I don't think there is a Kid Gohan, especially on Worthy Rivals, but for the likes of like Earthbred Fighters, Saiyan Saga, and I think Planetary Destruction, yes, I think you can actually get away with it. Yeah, okay, so no doubt, of course, With the item, of course, we're looking pretty solid. Now, he does have an item effect that does kick into play, so he is going to have extra defense, but let's see. So he is going to have 515, but that's also boosted by 17, coming in with legendary power, coming in with shocking speed, so that's not too bad. Okay, so let's see what happens if we have the LR side by side. So we'll do... We can't get an 8, actually, we can get an 18 key if we do this with 17's shocking speed. Okay, so 17 is going to have to be on rotation, we're going to take some hits. So let's have a look. So, full health, this should be a much better attack stat. So 2.69, again, nothing really to shout home about. These days you probably want an LR to break, probably triple that. Okay, perfect, type neutral, super attack. Now he's got plenty of support with an item. Dude, that's with an item. That's type neutral with support and item. And he's taken a tremendous amount. Now again, he doesn't have Kick Gohan. He doesn't have support. He has support. He doesn't have the Kick Gohan, so he doesn't have the guard. And I think we're a wipe here because this super attack is going to... Yeah. Oh, no, we do live. I think we will live because I don't think these guys will take it. Wow, was that like back-to-back supers? That's pretty disgusting. Yeah, this stage is disgusting. The double super attacks truly can catch you out. So, yeah. So you can have a lot of luck in terms of where he places it, but often enough, this stage is truly disgusting. It feels dirty just by taking these. Alright, okay. So, yeah, this is not looking great, but it is actually showcasing a true problem with this guy. So that's possible. I wonder if we're actually able to do much with this. Let's see. So we do this for a bit of healing. Let's see. Piccolo can do this, but he's not going to get out. Goku could do this with some healing. We might get taken out with Piccolo here. Possibly. Okay. Oh, clutch dodge. I believe that's legitimately like a 3 dodge. So I think we've survived this rotation. Okay, so with the Android 8, which is given like 50% defense, which is pretty ridiculous, right? As well as 66% defense from 17, still taking tremendous damage from a type neutral, which meant that the Cell Max stage, even though he has type advantage over that particular one, would be devastating. So it remains to see what happens if he has the Kid Gohan on his team with the extra guard and the additional defense. Maybe that will be next video, right? So the next video we'll do this. So consider this like a part 1 against Cell Max, and he will return, but this time it's personal. Okay, so again, the likes of like this God Goku, who's another defensive unit, is outclassing him. Again, what's this unit originally based for? Well, he's not originally based for offensive. So again, we're not looking for attack stats. Okay, so again, we have no items. Let's see, we're going to get shocking speed. We're going to get brainiacs and legendary power. Coming in with 397,000, so 400,000. This is fantastic. 400,000, type neutral. Now he is getting a bit of a buff, as I say, but we shall see how far this goes. So let's have a look. So again, this is type neutral, so let's see. So coming in with double digits on the normals, so totally capable in some difficult content for normals. 1.76 is not a lot to shout home about, but again, that's fine. Okay, perfect. Super attacks are plenty. Let's see what's happening. 400,000. I mean, there are better units. Oh, and another super attack, and this is GG. Just goes to show that defensive units at 400,000 get absolutely battered, and you need someone with type advantage and or guard or close to 1 million just to even come out with this. So consider this a part 1 for the video, and I'll continue back with a part 2, this time with guard, and we'll see if this guy can come out any better. But until then, thank you very much for watching. This has been a hilarious video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.